Hello! Stream just started. I'm getting everything ready. Yeah, I probably should have got it ready before, but oh well. Here we are now. So, got a CPU cooler. Grabbing everything out right now. Let's see here. Put this up. Gonna grab a case real quick. Alright, got a case. Has anyone got none of the new catches yet? Doesn't look like it yet. There's so many catches in this game that it's unfortunately going to probably take a little while before someone gets one of the custom ones. I want to add so many custom ones that they come up frequently. I just have to get creative with it. I did add a handful of ones to it though. I added like 10 or 15. Oh, the broken fan one you got? Yeah, there was. I didn't see that. I didn't catch that. Yeah, I added the custom, the broken fan one. I'm trying to add a bunch in all the different categories. Especially like the common, the junk, stuff like that that you catch a lot more often. I've obviously got legendaries and like the golden 5090 or the pets. But yeah, I want to add more junk and common stuff. Gathering the hardware right now for the budget build. Alright, they're gonna got the GPU right now. Oof, sorry to hear that, Cat Dad. Yeah, the golden 5090 is $8,000 and it's like it's real gold plated. It's crazy. Although I'm pretty sure you would need a power supply upgrade to handle that. Alright, let's get out some RAM. This will do. 16 gigs of some white RAM right there. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's no good. What GPU you got, dude? I had to get the storage out of here. Really? 37 Ti giving you that much trouble? It's weird. Alright, we got a 512 gig NVMe right here. I'd say probably a 4070 because it wouldn't cost too much more than your 3070 Ti. And then you could resell your 3070 Ti to recoup a lot of what you spent on the 4070. That'd probably be good. Let me just move some tabs around real quick here. There we go. Just had to move some stuff around. Alright. Got storage, CPU, RAM, CPU cooler. Let's get out the motherboard now. Let's grab one of these white beautiful 50 boards. This one's going to be a budget build. A tire. Oof. I wonder if I can. It sounds terrible. I wonder if I can remove the fish from the fishing game. I want it to just be all tech stuff, if possible. Yeah, but I feel like the game has like 1,000 options in there. I'd have to add 10,000 to outweigh them. Or at least 1,000 to have a 50-50 shot. Eventually we'll get there. If you guys have suggestions, you guys are more than welcome to type them in chat if you got some tech ideas or stuff like that that you want to include. Oh, hi, Riley. Babe, look. Just off of, just off camera here, Riley's all wiggling. He jumped in my chair. He wants attention. I'll bring, here, we'll just go ahead and move this to here and move this over here because I'm not using it yet. And we'll let him say hi. You say hi? Up. Riley, up. Come. Oh, hi, baby. Look at him. Look at this handsome little guy. Oh, it's a sweet boy. Look at him. Oh, I know. You want attention too, Koopy. You want to say hi? Bloop. Here's Koopy. The other guy. Come. Up. Right there. Oh, he's sniffing me. Say hi. Koopy. Up here, look. Look up here. Oh, he won't look up, but that's okay. You look at the camera? Look up there. What's that? Oh, did you notice it? That's so cute. Alright, I'm gonna put you down. You guys can go play now. You guys got to say hi to stream. That he is quite sassy. Oh, okay. Up. There we go. I really hope y'all get some of the funny ones that I put in there. Some more interesting ones, maybe like a 5090 or something. I don't know. Be cool. Oh, you got one right away. When I said that. I got floppy disk. Ow! I tripped. It did not fall though. I love how as I say it, you guys get it. That's awesome. I wonder if I can increase the chances of the more custom stuff to pop up. If that. Maybe like a 144p image, maybe? A single large text file. This one is going to be Ryzen 5 2600, 16 gigs of RAM, and if I remember to grab the GPU at 1070 Ti. If you're wondering how I came up with this configuration, I made it up in my head 30 seconds before stream started. It looks good. And then go ahead and get those out now. Oh. Alright, let's dig through the GPU then. 1070 Ti, where are you? Give me 1 second. Oh, you guys are sassy. Go get him. Go get him, Riley. Don't bark in here. Go play out there. I am looking through the bin right now. I'm finding options. These are options, but ooh, I like this option. Okay, I'll show you guys in a second here. There we go. That's gonna look nice in the build. Alright, we're gonna stack these bins back up, put these up, get building. Alright. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit, babe. Get this back. Right now we're taking these stock clips off because the cooler we're using does not use them. I have so many of these clips. I probably have hundreds of them just because I've used so many motherboards that they come with them stock and then end up using a cooler that doesn't use them. So I got a whole just bins full of them. What I end up doing is just filling a Ziploc bag with them after I've done like 20 or 30 builds and then add it to the collection. Some keys. Nice. Hopefully those are the keys to an abandoned mansion and we get to keep it. I don't probably know. A branch. Oof. Actually, I'm gonna go back to the motherboard bin real quickly. Let's see if we can go fast. The motherboard options. Probably gonna go with this whiteboard instead. Yeah, this one's only got an 8-pin or 4-pin CPU header. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this one instead. This is a pretty low powered CPU. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer the CPU over here. We're also going to move these clips over. That is on here now. Go ahead and put this one up. I'm gonna get some watch batteries for these real quick. Riley, out of there. Out, move. Oh. Bear with me for a moment here. I've got to get some watch batteries for these. Alright, here's some more. Get some more of these. Alright, watch battery 1. Go into this motherboard. I'll go ahead and put it up because we're going to save this one for slightly better CPU for later. Goopy, can't go outside, it's raining, bud. Cooper's in here whining because he wants to go outside, but he can't. Alright, we'll put that board up for now. Move this one over. And put a battery in this one here too. And also Riley's back in my chair staring at Cooper. Because Cooper wants to bite him. Alright, we'll throw those away. For this build here, this one specifically is a Ryzen 5 2600 and a 1070 Ti, 512 gig NVMe, 16 gigs of RAM, and it's all going to go in this case here. This one's going to be a budget build. I'm going to be posting for sale. It's just going to be 500 bucks, just a little budget build. I need thermal paste. I need a power supply. Thermal paste, where'd you go? Where did my tube of thermal paste just go? Just had it right here a second ago. There it is. We'll get a little splooge here in the middle. There we go. Yeah, definitely. It's an older build, but yeah, it's okay. This is a perfect build for budget ones because you can always start out with one of these builds and build up from there. You know what I mean? You can always start with an older Ryzen 5 and like a budget like a 1070, something like that, and then slowly add in newer parts. Like you could buy this build here, 500 bucks, save up some money later, and then get on Amazon when then they're on sale and get like a Ryzen 5 5500, 32 gigs of RAM, and like a 9060 XT, and jump from this to like super modern gaming super easily. Swap the parts in, everything else can stay the same. Same power supply, same motherboard. All the hard stuff gets to stay in there, and you swap out the easy stuff. It's a great platform. Aim 4, just a wonderful platform. Also, I really appreciate the follow. It's gonna be really nice build when it's done. Yes, I do build PCs for a living. Yes. This is on the low end of what I build. This is just about as cheap as they get. These are real budget ones, and then I build them, way high end as 10K, 20K, whatever you want to spend, I can make it happen. But this is on the lower end of what I build. But this is such a good start, Just so much vertical upgradability to it. Let's see. Top slot here and the slot below it, and you can break away these little breakaway tabs here. And take these out real quick. You guys are welcome to play the fishing game as much as you want. Try to get some of the tech stuff. There's a small chance you'll get some cool tech-related catches in there. Maybe you'll get the elusive 5090, or maybe you'll just get some trash. But doesn't cost nothing. Awesome points, but those are easy to get. Okay. There we go. That's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and move these pins real quick. Give me 1 second off screen here. Grab the power supply. Be back in just a moment. Nope, that's a 650, a lot of 650s in here. I'm looking for a 550 right now. One moment. Still looking. Where has the elusive 550 watt gone? This is all 650. 750, 650, 850. Where the budget ones at? Okay, these are a lot of 650 watts. I will go with one of the 600s then. Go with this one. Yes, the 4070 is a good GPU. There's technically mostly for the most part, there's not really a bad GPU, just bad pricing. Any GPU is great if it's free, So, it all depends how much you buy it for, really. That's like the main determining factor. Alright. I went ahead and put the bin up. Let's go ahead and put up this box here. Yeah, that is another thing, is location matters a lot. So unfortunately, there are parts of the world where gaming PCs just aren't as popular to sell. So some places are going to be a lot better than other places to sell. Alright, we're going to chuck this box. I'm going to install the M.2 here. Let me get one of these standoff movers. Here we go. There we go. Move the standoff over. Install the end of that too. Use one of the precision screwdriver bit here. And install this drive right here. In my PC, I've got a 5800X3D, 64 gigs RAM, and a 5070. It's actually right here. That's my PC right there. Yeah, it's just a lot of lights. I can never pick a color to keep it like themed on, so I just put it on Rainbow Puke and left it. Unfortunately, I don't have an IO shield for this board for some odd reason. It's super fun. Well, it's a budget build. I don't think anyone's going to care that much. Does not hurt anything. Where is that standoff mover? Where did it go? Here we go. We got to move this standoff here from here to here. That's the other thing. When you're installing a motherboard, make sure the standoffs line up with the holes on your board. Very important. You don't want to short anything. I've actually done a bunch of builds themed on red and green. So, definitely done a lot of that. Alright, let's install the board right here. Get some of these screws in here. Hey! Nice! Got an old PC. What's funny is I didn't add that one. I did add a very similar one. I named it Grandma's PC. And it's just as old as that one. About the same time frame. I think late 90s, early 2000s. Alright, and that's the last screw right there for the motherboard. Go ahead and put some of these fans in too. Got some white infinity mirror fans, really nice. Give me 1 second. Where did that screw fall? Oh well, I've got more. Let's grab some more fan screws here. Oh geez. To be fair, those older computers were not super complicated, parts-wise. I'm plenty sure you could watch a pretty short, easy YouTube tutorial on how to put it back together. They really weren't that complicated back then. Yeah, I can't imagine there'd be a lot of value in PC that old. Correction, I know there's not, but small chance that there's something in it that's like a retro collector might want. There's some really old cases out there that people are a little sought after that were like super popular way back when. Sometimes pay a lot for them. Most old computer parts are just trash though. Hey, you got a 750 Ti. Nice. I've been building them since I was a kid. Professionally for sale for the past 5 years, selling them. I'm gonna loosen all these real fast, just a little bit. Rotate this fan just a smidge so I can move it down a little bit and get this screw in properly. There we go. Penny's back up. Where is the rest of these fan screws? There's one more. There's another. Alright, there we go. Yeah, go for it, man. I love building them. Yeah. Yeah, that does suck. Money is not easy to come by, especially nowadays. I'd definitely suggest trying to put that old computer back together just for some practice, you know? That's what I did when I was younger. Just took them apart, put them back together, just learn the ins and outs of them. Clean this GPU a little bit, just a little bit of dust on it. There we go. It's looking good. I'm gonna feed these through here. Yeah, it's good messing with them just to, you know, build up your confidence when it comes to building PCs. Just taking apart and working on whatnot. Riley, just get down, bud. Go play a Cooper. Give me one moment. Got a bunch of texts. Yeah, that's how I was for a long time. The custom water pulling was very intimidating, but it's fun. I'm right now wrapping the RGB connectors in electrical tape because they like to come undone. So, yeah, I'm gonna tape those up. No, I didn't ask. Probably just misheard me. Hello, Tudro? Is that how you say it? You pronounce that? Tudro? I don't know if that's a ZTT joke, because the, what it's called, the Ryzen 4070, but, okay, that's what I thought. I've really had some people come in here and try to convince me that, parts that don't exist exist. So I'm glad you were admitting to joking. Yes, a Ryzen 4070 all the way, yes. I know the memes. Actually, if you were on Twitch, I'd say you could play the fishing game. That's right there, fishing game right there. I have some meme PC parts on this fishing game. I'm gonna look into setting up for trying to get the YouTube chat to be able to play the Twitch game somehow, so you guys can catch some more tech stuff. It has a huge roster of fish, obviously because it's a fishing game. But I want to add so many tech things to it that it's like a 50-50 shot of catching an RTX 5060 or a 5090 or whatever. It's a little catch right there. But I've only got a handful of things on there right now. Yes, 50 series is in the fishing game because I put it in there, not because it's actually in there. How are you doing though, Tudro? If I'm pronouncing that properly. If I'm not, you can type the phonetic spelling of how I'm supposed to pronounce that in chat. Okay, no problem. Have a good night or morning, whichever you prefer. It's good talking to you. Appreciate you coming around. I don't actually have like a schedule or anything, so if you want, you can turn on the post notifications for whenever I go live, or whatever. If that's a thing on Twitch, I don't actually know if it is. I think it is, right? No, it's a thing. But yeah, I'm just taping up the connectors right now. These things will have to just come loose. Alright, that should be the last connector needs taping. Cool, okay. Connectors are all taped up. Alright, so we're gonna feed this cable through to the front. So yeah, the time zone differences. Yeah, I don't really have a schedule, so maybe you'll be able to catch mine because sometimes I do them earlier. I've done them at like 1 or 2 p.m. for me, which is late evening for you, probably somewhere around 7 or something like that. But yeah, all over the place really. It's kind of just working around my schedule, because it's pretty chaotic. Oh, it's a branch. Oh my gosh. Good night. Thanks for coming by. Come by anytime. Talk about computer parts. Happy to talk about them. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna tape these ketchup. Alright. Say goodbye to ketchup mustard cables. You caught a whole ass bite. No more ketchup and mustard. Here we go. Goodbye. Ugly colors. There we go. Yay. Hey, what's up, man? Glad to see you caught another stream. How you doing, man? Clean up these cables a bit. They're doing pretty good. Sold a PC earlier today, and then picked up got a new jack. Well, new to me. It's just used from some dude on Marketplace, but good for fixing my car. Hey, that's what matters, Cat. That is you do it yourself, and it works. You can always go back and redo it later. I'm gonna get this, and let's dry this. No, you gotta send it in its exact form right now, Kata. We want to see it at its worst. You gotta take a photo of it when it's at its complete worst, so that you can really take a really nice photo when it's done and be like, look how much better it is now. Yeah, no, I've done plenty of high-end the water cooling builds and stuff like that. Yeah, I haven't used a 5090 water cooled yet, but no, I definitely can do that. You can imagine it. I can make it happen. There we go. You need to set that aside there. Yes, the 5090 definitely does get hot. There are some quite large coolers, like air coolers on some of the models though, so they don't really like overheat or anything. 9050 X3D though, or sorry, the 9950 X3D does get toasty though. A lot of cores at very high speeds. I am real quick cleaning off this paintbrush, so I can't see chat for just a moment. Rinsing the paint out of it. Actually, technically I can see the chat because I have it over here as well in the other room. Alright, I am back. Let's put up paintbrush and the paint that is somewhere in the vicinity. Oh, I already put it up, my bad. There we go. Custom loop, probably higher than that, honestly. Just because a 5090 is already thousands, and then a custom loop without the computer, just the parts. Because just the block for the water, like the water block for the 5090, that's a few $100. Pump, tubes, multiple radiators, expensive fans. Just the equipment to water cool it is going to be like $1,000 plus. So you'd have to factor in the price of the whole computer plus like $1,000 in water cooling equipment, and then labor and any other custom stuff like 3D printed stuff, painted stuff, decals, and if you want to do anything crazy with it. But yeah, hell, even the fittings are expensive. Like they're anywhere from like $5 to like $25 each fitting, and you can use anywhere from 12 to like 30 fittings. And if they're like $5 to $10 each, that's hundreds of dollars in just tiny little fittings. Water cooling really adds up fast, especially with higher end parts. And it all depends on the parts you go with too. Yeah, at 7,000 it's totally doable. It wouldn't be anything super custom though, because obviously time and labor, that costs money. But the custom loop itself, certainly possible. You're always welcome to hop on the website, put a quote in, and off stream I can give you a call and talk over the build and everything. The website's just timscustomcomputers.com. Just, you know, the company name.com, that's all. No special characters, nothing else. Just the name.com. I ship to the whole continental US. So any of the 48 states connected to the US, I ship to. If you're in like the UK or Germany, like another country, unfortunately I can't ship internationally. Just because I can't risk a full custom PC shipping with overseas. I can't risk that. Yeah, that's almost just like asking to have it destroyed. It's another reason they do giveaways regionally, because it's such a pain to ship PCs overseas. But yeah, if you're anywhere in the continental US, I got you. I know a lot of viewers are from around the world, but yeah. Oh yeah, I've shipped to California multiple times before. Yeah. That totally depends on how custom it is and how easy / hard it is to get the parts we want. For a custom loop, no less than 2 weeks, just because, yeah, no less than 2 weeks at like minimum, just because of how time consuming custom loops can be. I said to be safe, less than a month from start to finish, starting a quote. As long as it's nothing crazy custom, then yeah, less than a month for sure. But yeah, again, it all depends. Anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. But if you want just the basic all black custom loop, no like 3D printed and painted stuff or airbrush stuff like that. I'd say always start the earliest possible. Unless you don't have your full budget saved up, then obviously just whenever you have your budget saved up. But as early as possible, put the quote in and let me start talking to you about the custom stuff, because we can always get an idea of the build right away, and then when you're ready, we can pick back up where we started talking about the custom stuff, and it'll just streamline the build process later. So put the quote in as early as possible. We'll talk about it, and then when you're ready to build it, we'll get the build done a lot faster. I'd say we wouldn't be picking out like exact models, just because if your birthday's in like 4 months from now, you know, some certain models might be out of stock by then, or they might be selling some specific part or whatever. The Fallout PC on my YouTube, TikTok, etc., Instagram, Google, the Fallout PC. That one's best and most expensive and most time spent on PC possible. Oh, okay. You got a little less than a year. You got plenty of time. Hey, you got the Deepcool cooler. Nice. Yeah, Deepcool's banned in the US. Oh, and a 50/50. That's funny. Shipping around the continental US really isn't too bad. The custom loops are a bit more because they're really big. I put a ton of packing material in them, and I insure the crap out of them for more than the value of the PC. But yeah, the Deepcool cooler you got though, the Deepcool's banned in the US because they had like the exact reasoning, but basically they were friendly to China. Like they had, I can't remember what it was, like manufacturing in China, or they were like building or like selling parts to China or whatever. But like, so is every company. So the description on that cooler is like banned from the US. Completely unnecessary. Just stupid. It's so stupid. They sell good products too. It's so annoying. I still get Deepcool stuff. It's not illegal to own Deepcool stuff. Just for them to sell directly. You can buy it indirectly. Like a middleman who bought it and shipped it to you. They just can't directly sell to the US. So I've actually bought some of their stuff for super cheap on eBay before because they had to. I think what happened is they basically were like, hey, we can't sell any of this stuff, and it's still being stored in current US warehouses. So I think the US warehouses were offloading Deepcool stuff in bulk for cheap. So I got some cool water coolers with little digital screens on them a while back. But that was a while back. I don't really have any left. That was fun. I wish I bought more of them, to be honest. They were cheap. They were like $50. 360ml water coolers with temp readouts on them. They weren't full LCD screens. They were just kind of like the digital clock type screen, where it just had the, you know, like the digital numbers. You know what it's like. I am bundling up these wires right now, so they're out of the way. Okay, let's put one big bundle right here. Let's try that. And that will just sit up there. That will be up in there. You won't even see that. So start running some of these other cables. Alright, where is HDMI? One HDMI, or not HDMI, I was saying that. USB 3.0 is at the bottom on this board. Hook that up. Audio. At the bottom here. And USB 2.0 at the bottom as well. And finally, the front panel headers. These little plugs are so annoying to plug in. This little power reset, power LED and stuff. So annoying. There we go. Those are hooked up. There's some zip ties here. Hey, you got a PC fan again. I have been one time, and I'm so sad. They don't have one here. The closest one to me was built this year, and it's 4 hours away. I've only been to the Atlanta one, which I've heard is one of like the smaller, not as good ones. And I could definitely tell when I went there, but still awesome. Even their smallest, worst one is still awesome. Just because I don't have one. Wish I did. I'd be able to get parts so much easier. I'd also be able to get the their in-store brands, the power spec stuff. I get some of it like used on eBay, so on like upgrades and stuff like that. Yeah, the one in Atlanta that we stopped by on the we were on a road trip, so we stopped by there on the road trip because it was on the way. It's just a little bit off the path. Here you go, Cat Dad. No. Good. It was 1,200 miles, and we only went up like halfway up the U.S. I don't even know how to do that. You're gonna have to help me with that later, babe. I've got no clue how to do that. Alright, so let's see. What do we got going on? We got all of the case cables plugged in here and the M.2 in here. So now we can put the GPU in without it blocking all this stuff down here, because we already installed it. Let's go ahead and put the GPU in. Oh, I gotta move this thing right here is blocking it for me. Yeah, that would be quite a drive. Whoops, I dropped my screwdriver. There we go. That is installed. It's looking good. I am gonna look in this bin real quick here, see if we have a white PCIe cable extension. Just a single one is all I need. Looks like maybe. Yes, we do. Ta-da! Oh, that's cool. I wish I had that. Man, Micro Center would be so nice to have here. You know, I don't like these this brown line on the side of the PCB. It's ugly. Okay? You see that? It like cuts through the whole like nice white and black that's going on here, and like the silver. That ugly brown line. So, there's Silver Sharpie. Wait till you see the difference. Let me move this second camera and I'll turn it on to show you guys. Little trick. Man, having a Micro Center would be so great though, because I could just go in and get stuff like, oh, your power supply is broken. Let's just go get one from Micro Center and install it same day. Some people think like it would make me lose money having a Micro Center here, because people just go to Micro Center to build their computers because Micro Center offers that as a service. I build custom computers. They don't do that. I might lose like 10% of customers and then gain so many more. And I'd have a great resource for parts other than Amazon or Newegg. It's my current only sources. Obviously, AliExpress and eBay for odds and ends. But where's that button? There we go. Look at the difference. How much nicer that is. Hey, that's great to hear, man. If you want upgrades, I got you. But look at the difference there. The silver and the brown, so much nicer. Ugly brown, nice silver. So much nicer. No one's done a 5090 build yet. No. I've done 4090, the AMD 7900 XTX, the 9070 XT, pretty much every high-end GPU, but I've not done 5090 just yet. No one's wanted one that high-end yet that has not been... I've had some people that wanted one, but they're like, oh, I'll be patient and I'll wait for the price to come down. So no one's really been like, oh, I want to jump on a 5090 right now, just yet. Sounds like I'm getting a package. You mute the mic. The dogs are going crazy. Alright, the dogs quieted down pretty quick. Thank you, babe, for that. It's just Amazon. They're here like 10 times a day. Oh, come on, y'all. Let Amazon do the job. Oh, we forgot to put the driver card out. My bad. We have a little cart that we have goodies for our Amazon drivers because they come so often, but we have to bring it in at night because there's adorable raccoons that come up and take snacks from the cart. No joke. It's funny, but it's unfortunate. At launch, no. I did not get a 9070 XT at launch, but that's just because I didn't need one at launch. They're so hard to get at MSRP. I'm gonna have to take the GPU out real quick here, by the way. That is fine for your first build, but I would highly suggest upgrading that GPU as soon as you can. A 3050 is weak. Unless you're just playing like very budget esports games, then you might be able to get away with being fine for the most part. Man, that is a weirdly balanced PC. Alright. Where's that What the hell? Did the camera freeze? Yeah, the camera froze. Let me fix that, y'all. My bad, y'all. I didn't realize the camera froze. There we go. I fixed it. I had to switch inputs and switch back. Oh, that's not bad. For price-wise, that's not bad, though. And I do always suggest, when building a new PC, to try to get yourself in the door onto the newest platform you can afford, and go with a more budget GPU for now, because it's so much easier to just throw in a better GPU later than it is to swap out your whole motherboard, CPU, and RAM combo and hope your Windows install doesn't work itself whenever you go to actually use it after the swap. Alright, there we go. We now have a silver PCB edge all the way around, and that looks way nicer than the brown. I meant to do that in the first place, I forgot. Let's put that back in. Secret Amazon store? What do you mean? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. They say they don't sell their stuff online, but they do sell some stuff. I have bought their SSDs, their USB sticks. Actually got a... Where is it? No, that's it. Yeah, the Team Group USB stick right here. I've used their inland SSDs and stuff like that before. Hello, Legendary Cookies. How are you? Let's put this cover back on here. Screw in that. Let's grab some cable combs for this PCIe cable here. Let me put up real quick and close this. Alright, we'll put that back. Alright, cable combs, where you at? Let's just grab the bin. This is the bin of dishes. No, I build them for a living. This one's just going to be posted for sale. It's going to be on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and I do plan on adding a section on my website eventually for all of these builds that I'm doing. But yeah. Yeah, that's another cool thing I love about Micro Centers is you can buy the parts there, and you can use their desk setup thing, and build the whole thing right there. It's not a bad CPU, it's just less than ideal. Well, the 5500 is a great budget option to get into the 5000 series. Especially since it's always on sale. I hope you got it at a good deal, because it was on sale on Amazon like 2 weeks ago for like 50 bucks. It was dirt cheap on Amazon recently. I should have bought like a bunch of them. They're only 50 bucks, brand new. Yeah, sure, go ahead and ask a question. 70's not bad. 70's not bad. I also got one recently for 70 to complete a build. It was 71, I think, on Amazon. Right now, it bounces around anywhere from 60 something to 80 something on Amazon. This is my bin of random extra cables and combs. Oh yeah, I have a 3D printer. I actually got a new one recently. It's the Anycubic Cobra S1. Here, I'll show you. This one right here. It's got the four filament thing with it's got a dryer built into it. I love that one. It's really cool. Oh, Danny, I wouldn't worry about that. So, CPUs and GPUs, computer parts get extremely hot, and as long as they're under their rated temperature, which is very high, I'm talking the CPUs and GPUs, depending on which one, can be safe all the way up to like 95, completely normal on a CPU, and like 105 on GPUs, depending on the GPU, of course. Not all of them can handle that. But it can be very normal for them to be painfully hot to touch. I wouldn't gauge the feeling of the back of the GPU by whether it's too hot or not. Use an overlay, whether the game has an overlay built in, whether you download a third-party one, or whatever, or you use the driver built-in one. Use an overlay and check the temps while you game, and see how they actually are. And make sure you keep it in Celsius. I've had people change it to Fahrenheit and panic when it's like 150 degrees, and that's like not even hot at all. Give me 1 second. 2 seconds, guys. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. I am right back. I was just talking to the wife off camera for a second there. That'd be cool. Dodge Demon theme build? It's definitely different. Because, like, I don't know, I like doing, like, custom builds that aren't, like, just like the normal custom stuff, you know? Stuff that, like, just one-off, people haven't done before. Boost. What CPU did you say you had? Let me scroll up. You've got a 5500 right now, and you're wanting to upgrade it. Budget, the best budget option, probably like a 50. It depends on your budget you have. Maybe like a 5700X or a 5700X 3D is my suggestion. One of those two. Yes, no. If you just go off of feel, they can be worryingly hot, but they are safe to go up to very high temperatures. But I would say use an overlay, check the temps, and see what you can, like what it's at, and then Google hey, is this temperature okay? There's plenty of Reddit threads on every single CPU of people being worried, or GPU as well. People being worried it's running too hot. I'm sure you'll find it's probably just a fine temperature. 150 to 200. That depends on if you're okay with used or not. Let me see how much. 5700. How much is 5700 XT? It doesn't look to be in stock right now. A 5800 XT is only 160 right now. Oh, Felix, what are you referring to? Like his PC? His CPU? He's talking about the CPU. If you look, yeah, 5800 XT. Oh yeah, we're just talking about the CPU. He's got a Ryzen 5 5500 right now, and oh no, that's very little for a build. But he's got a 5500 now, and I'm looking at what options are under 200. The 5800 XT is faster than the regular X, and it's on sale for cheaper than regular X right now. I don't see any of the X3D chips for AIM-4 right now. Yeah, unfortunately, Felix, 7600X is a good CPU, but it does not fit on AIM-4. He's only got an AIM-4 platform. I appreciate that, Boost. Always appreciate all the subs, follows, all that stuff. Let me check eBay. Oh, I don't know where you live. Boost, where are you at region wise? Are you in the US? Okay, yeah. So on eBay right now, the cheapest 5700 X3D is $230 plus tax. But wait, there's no tax right now because of back to school. Let me confirm that for you. At least here, there's not. I don't know about your state. In Florida, we don't have tax right now because of back to school. Yeah, for me, it's $228. Yeah, California ships out. It looks to be in very good condition. It's super clean. If you sort it by price low to high, $230 new. If you want the XT, it's plenty fast. But if you want that nice X3D chipset, then yeah, the extra cash will definitely make it faster. Also, the 5700 X3D runs cooler and faster than the 5800 XT. So that's another bonus. You don't need an expensive cooler to cool it. My PC personally, let me show you. Boop. Oh, I can't even. Oh, Jesus. I don't even have it on screen. I can't even see what my own thing's looking at. There we go. That's my computer right there. Sorry for the mess on the disc. It's a 5800 X3D with a water cooler with a screen on it. 64 gigs Corsair Dominator Platinum, 5070, 5 terabytes of storage with a 50 battery set for the 70. No, I just run Windows 11. Nothing crazy. I don't really dabble in Linux. I just wouldn't. All the software I use just wouldn't be compatible with Linux. I do want to try out SteamOS on some like low-end hardware and do like comparisons between Windows 11 and SteamOS on like a budget computer and see if you're on a budget, how much extra performance could you squeeze out of like a computer that struggles, you know? But yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you run servers and stuff like that, like virtual machines on your computer, a lot of extra RAM and a lot of extra cores is really useful. I only have 64 gigs of Dominator Platinum RGB RAM because I bought a broken computer of somebody, and the RAM, they had just put the RAM into the computer because they took the computer somewhere and they told them that your RAM was broken, you should buy new RAM. And the computer place sold them some ridiculously overpriced, like 64 gig kit of RAM. So it didn't fix it, and they were like, "I'm just gonna sell the computer for what I paid for the RAM." So I got a whole computer for $300 with it, and it was an easy fix. But that was years ago. Still had the RAM. I literally paid nothing because I swapped my Corsair Vengeance RGB, 32 gigs, into the computer that was broken. I think it was just the storage drive was broken. That was it. All right, see you later, Boost. I appreciate you coming around. I'm gonna go ahead and put the power supply in. My head's gonna block this for a second just because, well, no matter the angle, it's really gonna block this for just a moment. Okay, there we go. I'm out of the way now. Gotta get some more screws here real quick. There's 3, and where's the 4th one? I have so many in this little cup here. There's the 4th one. Depends. Do you have Intel or AMD? The AMD one would be basically pointless, but Intel would make sense. The contact frame is definitely worth it for Intel. Nah, doesn't help. Doesn't do much. The reason the contact frame even exists is because Intel failed to realize if you stretch your CPU to be longer and you have the retention on the long side, it will slowly over time bend and pull the CPU like this. It will bend the CPU. The IHS will bend. It'll be very small, but it doesn't take much to pull the cooler away from your CPU enough that it starts overheating and dies. That's why they exist. I actually have a small bin full of them. I got a bunch of them. I order them in bulk from AliExpress. I actually don't let any PC leave here. Even if I'm just doing a repair for them, I will install one of these. I don't let any computer leave without one of these installed. Any LGA 1700 socket. These only cost me $2 each, or like $2.50, because I bought a bunch of them in bulk from AliExpress. Yeah, PC is fun. Or building PC is fun, yeah. Specs of this one is a budget one, just a little starter PC. It's just a Ryzen 5 2600 and GTX 1070 Ti, 600 power supply, 512 gig NVMe, 60 gigs of DDR4. It's a perfect little starter PC for anyone who wants to get into PCs, and then you can easily just swap in, you know, Ryzen 5000 series later, swap in like a 5060, and bam, you know what I mean? You've got a great, more modern gaming PC. Let's flip this over, get the cables ran through here. I'm gonna block this for just a second. There you go. Yeah, I considered starting to add some like 1 terabytes for like the budget ones. It's just squeezing the most for like performance I can into the budget ones, because the budget builds sell well in my area just because just everyone wants a budget computer in the area. But yeah. If I can start getting like 1 terabytes for dirt cheap, then yeah, I'll start sticking them in the budget builds. I'm just able to get the 512s at so much lower than the 1 terabytes. Alright, let's get this installed in here. Yeah, Newegg is always throwing all sorts of like cool free stuff. I bought a 7800X3D a couple weeks ago. Free DDR5 RAM. They just threw this in there with it. Look at that. 32 or 16 gigs RGB DDR5. They're like, hey, here's a free RAM. My only issue is most of my AM5 builds I do are too high end for 16 gigs. I just haven't used it yet. Like even the Ryzen 5 7600X build I did recently with an Intel Arc V580, did that one on stream last week. I put 32 gigs in that one. You know, it's just, I don't know. Just, it was also white RGB RAM, and the build was black and blue. Thank you, babe. Alright, we got PCIe cable here. Let's plug that into the cable extension that is hiding out down here. It's hiding down here. Ah. Come on. Nice. Most of my builds I do, the vast majority, like 99% of them, are, you know, a bunch of RGB. Pretty rare I do any blacked out builds. But that's because that's what sells. RGB sells well, so it gets put in builds. Gotta cater to the customer base that you're selling to, you know? Didn't like the black desk. What was wrong with it? The most recent blacked out build I did was an i7 12700K and 3080. Posted that one, sold that one a couple weeks back. That was actually like a month ago now. It was $1,200 for that one. It had a huge Noctua cooler on it. I don't remember the exact name, but it's the double 140 mil one. Huge cooler. Right now what I'm doing is I'm bundling up all of the excess cables, putting them up here, and then this cover will go over everything when it's done. My go-to, like, really good cooler, if you need a really good one for like the AM5, like Ryzen 9s and the X3D chips, is the it's an Arctic cooler. They have one that mounts specifically slightly offset. It's not mounted right in the middle like every other cooler. They have mounted, however, to mount it slightly down further because the main die inside of the AM5 CPUs, where all of the heat is centralized, is actually slightly off center inside of the CPU. So they have mounting hardware for that cooler specifically for AM5 to mount and cool it as efficiently as possible, basically. I'm trying to find the name real quick here. Oh, it's the Liquid Freezer 3. So it's called Liquid Freezer 3. They got it in all black on Amazon right now for only $85. You also have it in all white with RGB for $100, but I know your build is all blacked out, so you can get it all blacked out. It even has a little VRM cooler, little fan on there. Yeah, for temp benchmarks, OCCT. You can run CPU, GPU, and RAM all at the same time, or one of any combination of the three. Let's bundle up some more of these fans. The way I do the cable management in this case, because it's so small, is I run the main cables up this way, and under the corner of this bit, I run the smaller cables through this little hole here, and then for each one of the individual excess cables that aren't needed, because this power supply is not modular, I bundle up individually. So if the customer ever decides they need to use just one cable, they don't have to snip all of them at once. So one bundle for each of the cable options, and then they get bundled up and tucked into here, where all the excess cables go. And then it gets covered by this panel here. Price range close to 10K. I'd say because it was for someone I know, it was less. But if I had to build it for someone else, it was actually hundreds of hours of custom 3D printing, 3D modeling, airbrushing. I actually drilled the rivets out holding the case together, flat pack painted it, top to bottom. Every inch of that PC, custom built, every square inch of it. Yes, this case has RGB. These Infinity Mirror RGB fans here, these are RGB. They got RGB here, all over the place in them. The whole inside will be lit up and look nice. It'll actually be booting up in probably 5 or 10 minutes here. Just untangling some stuff. Alright. So we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to tuck that in. Install the case fans? Well, the mounting is just the 4 screws on the corners. Then the cables run to the back, so they're split. One cable is RGB, one cable is fan power. These daisy chains, so they all plug into each other, and one cable plugs into the motherboard on the fan header. And then for the RGB, they all daisy chain together. And then there's a little RGB adapter in there that is RF controlled with this remote. Hey, you got a 580, nice. It's one of the GPUs I added. RX 580 is such an iconic GPU. It's like a bajillion of them were sold. Anything, everywhere from pre-builts to individual PCs to mining cards, etc. I love the concept. They're just too expensive. The magnetically connected ones and stuff like that. Like the Link fans are just too expensive. Oh, it's only on Twitch that the fishing game works, because it's linked through Twitch on there. Yes, it is LTT Screwdriver. I'm looking into a way to have your guys' chat. If you type something in YouTube, I'm gonna look into a way to have it retyped into Twitch chat. Because if you're looking at the chat right now, this is a combined chat. This is Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok all in one chat. I want to look into a way to have YouTube chat go through Twitch, so you guys can still play the fishing game. Hello there, Hyper. How you doing? I gotta put some more fans. I gotta put some more screws in the power supply here. Pure Vessel. It's a Twitch game, is what it is. That's what it is. So the people typing are actually on Twitch right now that you see in chat. Oh, yeah, that chat's real tiny on if you're on phone. Yes, there is a difference, but all the way from Cat 5e all the way up to Cat 7, 8, 9, whatever, they can all at least do a gig. So for the vast majority of people, as long as you've got Cat 5e or newer, you should be fine. Oh, close to 10,000, because it was hundreds of hours of manual labor for the Fallout build. Airbrushing, 3D modeling, painting, just so many things. Like I went nuts on that build. One moment, I need a water. Oh, so who mentioned the LTT screwdriver, by the way? I also got the what about the screwdriver? What else? I got so much LTT stuff. Precision kit, screwdriver kit. $15 megabit. Are you sure it's 15? Sure it's not like 150? I feel like the standard is 100 at minimum from any company. Anywhere almost. All right. So that is all bundled up, screwed in. Oh, okay. So you tested it and got 15. You don't have 15 meg. So, like, what is your speed from the company? Like, what are you supposed to be getting? I know you said you're getting 15 right now, but what are you supposed to be getting? Like, what are you paying for? Like, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 2.5 gig? That'd be crazy. Let's go ahead and hook this up. That even exist? I gotta Google this. Hello, McMiller. How you doing? I just Googled it, and it does exist, yes. 15. Oh, yeah, that does make sense, Kat. That if you're in a rural area, 15 would make sense. I mean, if your plan is 15 and you're getting 15, there's not much you can do at that point, except for pay for more expensive Wi-Fi, unfortunately. But yeah, I am debating it. So here's the thing: it's already 8 p.m. The wife streams at 11:30. I was planning on cutting this stream off. If it tries going over like 10:30 ish. So I think I've got time to build another one, but the other one is a bit higher end, so there's a bit more going on in it. We're just gonna test boot this. That's what we'll do. We'll test boot this now. We're not gonna install Windows and all that. That's boring. You're just gonna watch a bunch of loading screens the whole time. We'll test boot this, show it working. You can see all the pretty colors, and then we'll just start on the next build, and we'll try to get that done. I mean, I'm going to talk a lot. And I'm going to stop and talk to chat because that's what you guys are here for. So, yeah. Let's hook this up. I'm going to try to stay focused. Also, I didn't know if I was going to be able to build the other PC because you guys know how Amazon just got here a little bit ago? Dogs are barking and everything. I actually needed this to build the other build. So, I'm glad my camera exposure is blown out because my address was there. You can't read it. I'm off screen right now, just ripping a sticker off. There we go. No more address. Hey babe, can you link my Twitch in the YouTube chat? Can you do that for me while I'm streaming? If you can, I appreciate it. Just so Vessel can click on it and try the fishing game out. Oh, so if you'd like to jump over there and drop a... Oh, you got the PC case? Oh, you got the tank case. Nice. Alright, I got distracted. That's really cool. Hey, how you doing? Hey, yo. I like that. Hey, yo. Where's the other power cable? It fell down. Give me a moment, guys. Power cable fell down. Desk. There it is. I have this little gap here so I can bring cables up and down there. Alright, so we got keyboard, turn that on, mouse, turn that on, monitor. I'll give you guys a better angle in just a moment here whenever I hook everything up. Yep, second cam in a second. This is just a GTX 1070 Ti. It's the cool Founders Edition one. It's silver. Oh no, definitely not a 3080. This is just a low budget computer. This whole computer costs what like a 3080 does. Not everyone can afford a 3080, so gotta build for everyone, you know? Build budget computers for some people, build high-end PCs for others. A gaming computer for everyone. Alright, let's see. Is that a good angle? Almost. Hi, Riley. Mwah. Alright, hop down, bud. I love you. Alright, we got most things hooked up. I think that's everything hooked up. Oh, power supply switch isn't on. There we go. Has a new CPU installed. It's a brand new motherboard, so it's going to take just a minute. Yes, first boot. First boot, y'all. Let's set this to rainbow. First boot. Fans are doing that thing where low power, whatever, it does the fans turn off or at BIOS or whatever. Yeah, I love his content. Alright, there we go. Should be the last restart, and then it should give me BIOS now. Give me BIOS. There we go, we got BIOS. Woo! There we go. It's looking real nice. It's got the little infinity mirrors in there. Let's give you a close up. This camera isn't as good, that's why it's only the second camera. Yeah, I tried this for the overhead, and I had to buy this one. It's just not as good. Let me go over to hardware monitor. There we go. Temps are nice and low. It's all good to go. All right. We will install Windows on this after stream. That's pretty boring to watch. Let's move on to the next build. Hey, there you are, Vessel. Found me. Mwah. My doggo, he's being very needy. Wanna say hi? You say hi, bud. Hi. You're so sweet, baby. You're so wiggly. He's a happy boy. He's so sweet. Oh, babe. I love you, bud, but I'm streaming right now. You go love on mom? She would love to love on you. Mwah. What? He's very sweet. Pop his little head in. Look up. Oh, what'd you see? Go get it. Whatever you saw, go get it. There we go. Alright, well, he's running off. Next build time. Let's put the side panels on real quick. I am off screen getting those real quick. Give me one moment. Am I able to reduce the 180-second timer, babe? Or is that just like static, like forced? Alright, PC is all done. We'll do work with this later, install Windows on it and whatnot. Let me go grab the case for the next build. Alright. I'm back. Move the monitor out of the way. Keyboard and mouse. Set these wires aside. Oh, am I able to change it? I don't see it. Oh, I passed it. Oh, my bad. I'm just blind. Oh, it's only 120 right now. Okay, 2 minutes is fine. That's what I was going to drop it to. Okay. 2 minutes is fine. I feel like if I dropped it too low, it would just be spammed at that point. If 2 minutes is not enough, I can do like 1 minute later. Hey, yeah, the 580, nice. Yes, that it is. Alright, this case is much bigger. Okay. This is the infamous case. The one we've built in multiple times recently. The one that kind of pisses me off and has hurt me. But I bought it, and I'll be damned if I don't use it. So, we're using it. It's very nice. The customer will enjoy it. I just will enjoy building it less. Whoever was in the stream during the last build in this will know why. I also don't know why they're like the feet are like handles. See that? They're like handles. Weird. Alright, let's take the dust filter off. We got to take off the shipping holders. Yes, what is your question? These little tabs here are just for shipping. They're no longer needed once the PC is where it's gonna be, because it actually holds on just fine. They just pop out with these little pop things. Oh, it's got a dent on it. What happened? Unfortunate, y'all. Look at that. A little dent right here. Get the old percussive maintenance tool. Little persuasion, percussive maintenance. Ah, it's still bad. I might just have to return this one. I was hoping it would just pop out, but it is unfortunately not popping out. Yep. I have another one. It's fine. I've got more of this case. They dented the shit out of it. They kicked the shit out of it. It's shipping. Enormous is how big it is. More than night and day. I wouldn't say night and day. I would say it's more like never seeing light and then having like LED high beam shined in your face. Okay, we're gonna set this one aside and we're gonna do a return on this later. This dent, you can't see it too well right now, but it is not great. I have more though, it's okay. I bought a bunch of these. That is quite the jump, Xeno. That's a great first PC. It's like your first car being a Lamborghini. We're gonna go ahead and grab another one. You have one of what? A Lamborghini or a 9800 X30? I'll be back with another one of these. What? Mm-hmm. Alright, hey guys, I'm back. You heard nothing, that's all. Alright. I am opening another one. This is another one in white. We hope this one is not dented. This will derail the project. All of the white ones are dented. Yeah, that is the only good thing. Like the only reason to buy X870E is the I/O really, and the extra PCIe for it. Because otherwise, if you don't need the extra I/O and the extra PCIe lanes and whatnot, then you're just get an X670E or an X670. All right, let's find out if this one's dented, y'all. What the hell happened to my camera? Let me fix that, y'all. Give me a second. What is wrong with my camera? What happened to my camera? Did I bonk it? Is that better, y'all? There we go. No idea what happened. Yeah, that's a good build. With the it's a good start with the 6600X and the 4060. Yeah, sure, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, it's a really good setup. Oh, is that the Be Quiet cooler you're talking about? Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, Vessel. Looking at your spec list there. Let's real quick see. This one does not look to be damaged. That's good news, guys. This one does not look damaged. Let's take this off. Stick it on here for now. No percussive maintenance required for this one. Yeah. got the shipping bits off there. Let's go ahead and take the panels off and stick the dust filter on there. Take this one off. We're gonna put these in the box. All right, those are put up. To be honest, Vessel, I have no idea. I don't think any of us have any idea. Hey babe, what can you use the points on the gold on fishing for? Nothing yet. Like, because I haven't set it up yet, or because... Oh. Oh, it's just a leaderboard is what it is. That's what it is. There's a leaderboard in my chat. I think the command is exclamation point leaderboard, and playing it more gets you higher up in the leaderboard. Pretty sure that's what it is. So it's just competing with everyone else in chat. But maybe in the future you'll get like better fishing rods and stuff. I'm sure they'll add more stuff to the game eventually. I'm gonna add more custom stuff to the game later. I just threw a few things on there last night, like 10, 15 things, I think. I'm looking forward to you guys finding more of the custom stuff I added in there. You can catch Linus actually. All right, I'm gonna set this case aside, and we're gonna get all the parts out for this build. Alright, I got the CPU right here. Got the water cooler right here. The RAM right here. Where's the storage? It's over here somewhere. One tab it into me. A pack of cable extensions in white. I think that's all I need out of that bin. Alright, next bin. We've got motherboard. IO shield. Power supply next. No, I got the graphics card. Actually, my power supply over here. I'll use that one. There we go, the GPU right here. Really nice, beefy boy. All right. I think that's everything. Okay. Alright, let's start unboxing some of this stuff. Appreciate the likes, babe. Appreciate those, thank you. Oh, that's just some RAM. Put that up. RAM is put up. Does this board come with an IO shield? I don't actually know. It might not have. If it did, it might be in this other box. Why is the battery not on the board? Why did the battery come separate? Give me one moment. Okay. That's put back in there. That was weird. Nope, that is the IO shield for that board specifically. So where's the IO shield for this one? Alright, that's unfortunate. I did not get an IO shield with the 40. Alright. I'm gonna use this other motherboard box to work on probably. CPU in this build is going to be a 5800 XT. The CPU as mentioned to you that you could get that's on sale on Amazon right now for $159. There we go. Let me go ahead. I need a backplate for this. Alright. Got a backplate right here. I don't believe I will need the clips. I don't think I'll need them. There we go. Let's find out if I need clips. Yes, a good gaming monitor makes a big difference. At minimum, oh geez, both 60 hertz. At minimum, I'd say 120 hertz at minimum, 144 to 165 preferred. IPS for sure. Just never buy a TN. VA is okay. I have a VA monitor. I want IPS in the future. VA is just okay. IPS is better, and OLED. OLED is the holy grail. That's actually the same monitor the wife has. That's exact monitor. What do you mean by when, Water? Like, what are you waiting on currently? Like, what's your reason for not buying it yet at the moment? Like, are you hoping price will go down? Are you hoping for availability? Like, what's just the reason you haven't gotten it yet? Let me get the mounting hardware out. I don't know how this cooler mounts. Those are fans. Mounting hardware is clips. I will need to install the clips. What is happening on my computer right now? What? How was that sound I just heard? Oh, TikTok Live. It's doing the stupid puzzle thing because it says I'm not doing anything. There we go. I moved a puzzle piece. That was stupid. Oh, my bad. I read your message wrong. That's my bad. That's my bad, Water. Okay, so you have a 3060 Ti now, and you're asking when you should upgrade. Well, that depends on you. If you only play light titles, and okay, so if you only play a game like a long-running game that's been out for a long time and the graphics have not increased at all, never. You just don't have to upgrade. Never feel like you're peer pressured into upgrading just because it's new. If you don't need it, you don't need it. If your games run fine, then use what you got. But if they're not running fine, yeah, it just depends on you. If you want to play modern AAA high-end games at 2K or above, then you're gonna need to upgrade. But if you're gonna play 1440p low or 1080p high, pretty much every game out will run just fine on a 3060 Ti. What the hell is happening here? What is this? This is screw cross-threading. That's weird. Don't know why it's doing that. What's happening with the screw? There we go. It's bringing it fine now. Yeah, no problem. What is... Okay, I don't know what's happening with this, What? Alright, y'all, give me a second. I'm gonna remove this and find out what's going on here. Why is this left side stripped? Okay, it seems the first threads on this side are a little wonk. I'm just gonna have to like wrench it down a little. They're not perfect threads. The right side's fine. The left side's not for some reason. Nope. Cool. It's the screw. This just broke. It's fine. I have more of them. Wow, that sucks. You gotta give me a minute, y'all. This is... Okay. This screw got stuck is what happens. Alright. Throw that screw away. I've got a million others. I'll grab the other ones. Let me see if these ones will thread in. Okay. We're gonna use the OEM screws and not the stupid screws that came with these clips. Because they're not the same quality. They just aren't. Look at that. That's screwed in just fine. We can use the other one on... No, these screws just suck. Yeah, I'm throwing them away. OEM only. OEM screws. Here we go. No, you're good, man. You're good, Vessel. Life happens. I just assumed you We got busy. Did you see the, you saw the end of last build, right? I moved on to this build. Okay, I don't know what is happening with the threads here. The threads are not very good on this back plate. Okay, I think we're good. We're in. We're good. Oh, I think I need to fix the angle. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, we're throwing away these aftermarket screws. They strip easy, cross thread, just their quality is not very good. Alright, let's get this stuff out. Get this box off the desk. It's taking up space. This PC is a 5800 XT, a Drix 3070, 360mm water cooler. Look at that. That's a nice GPU right there. 1TB NVMe, 32 gigs RAM, white cable extensions, 750-watt power supply. Hey, you got the duck! Hell yeah. Alright, let's get some of the mounting hardware out of here. We do not need that. We do need this. We're gonna need that. 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 And that. Put this back in here. After you've built enough of these computers, you really just don't need, what's it called? Instructions anymore. Cheap NVMe. NetTech, Orico, and Ficwatt. These are like Chinese brands. All of them work just fine. If you're looking like Amazon, just Orico. It's just a budget 1TB NVMe. I'm trying to think of who else has budget NVMe's. Timetech. Oh, Silicon Power too. Orico. With an O in the front. Silicon Power, PNY, Team Group, Orico. Yeah, all those are fine budget ones. The Crucial's good too. It costs more, but I don't know. You were asking for a budget one, so the PNY or Silicon Power would be cheaper. PNY has actually got one for $50. The Crucial one is 62. Yeah, 62. Saves you $12 there. Same speeds. Oh, that's nice. Well, if you don't have a very small screwdriver for installing the NVMe, get the Ficwatt, get the Orico, or I think King Spec also comes with a tiny little screwdriver. So. They also got a very thin metal heatsink on there. A little thin metal heatsink. Hey, you got another 580. Nice. Yeah, I need to add some more common ones like the 580 so that people actually get the custom ones more often. Oh, and another thing. Certain brands come with a tiny little M.2 screw. If he's got a used system, and he doesn't have his original box for his motherboard, he probably doesn't have the little screws, just like this one. No screws. Hey, you got Linus! That's funny. See, I want more of my custom ones to show up in there. You got Linus there, that's funny. That's awesome, dude. You guys like the photo I used for Linus? Oh, I dropped a little tiny screw. I'm not actually going to use this though because it's not magnetic and I keep dropping the screw. Where's my LTT screwdriver? LTT screwdriver for the win. Got a precision bit. There we go. Ta-da. You know, it's funny. Keep playing and you'll see. I actually did. The 1080 Ti is in there and it's a legendary. I actually already added that. That's funny. Yep. It's a founder. I put a Founders Edition one too. I knew that one would be a good one to add. The 1080 Ti just is a legendary card. It's such a legendary GPU. NVIDIA will never make that mistake again of making too good of a graphics card that people don't upgrade from it for a long time. They learned their lesson. And now they know not to give us too good of a product because they're rude. And they want us to buy new stuff all the time. So they only give us incremental, small upgrades every generation. And add a bunch of nonsense features. I'm snipping all the twist ties on the fans right now. I don't like twist ties, they're annoying. They're not as good as zip ties. I order zip ties by the 1,000. AIO is going to be installed like this. So we're going to have the fans with the wires pointed this way. So let's go ahead and preload the AIO with these fans. Lots of screws. Ha! You got the 12-volt high power melted connector. That's a good one. I'll put in all 12 of these screws. I wonder if Pineapple will pop into the stream after he ends his stream. Good to hear, Vessel. Yeah, our dogs are pretty great. Mine kept coming in here for attention over and over again. I think he's with the wife right now, in her office. Not entirely sure right now, but he was being very needy. Right now, my cat is actually in my seat. He's adorable. He's asleep. Let me see if I can show you a quick one. Quick little shot of him. There you go. Now I got a cat cam. Oh, Dalmatians are adorable. You know what? I just remembered something, y'all. I feel dumb. I was going to use this cooler for a different CPU. This one was going to be used for the 5900X, the Ryzen 9, the 12 core. And I'm going to use, I think a 240 will be just fine for the 5800 XT. It's a little bit of a toasty CPU. Let me look up the TDP on this CPU real quick. Because I've also got a 240 mil off screen over there. You see Harley Cat, Mom? He's adorable. Okay, it looks like 240 will be enough for a 5800 XT. It's a toasty CPU, but it will be fine. Tiz will handle it. This camera, it's funny. This camera, I didn't even notice it until I just now realizing. This camera's like exposure, the second one, the little one in the corner right there, for Harley. It's making him look brown. He's definitely all black. He has like brown undertones, but it's like, yeah, color saturation is way too high on the camera. What the hell? Candy corn fish? That's funny. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna swap this one out. Glad the fans are installed. I will use it for tomorrow's build. Or the next day. I'm doing a Ryzen 9 build with this one here. I'm gonna swap it for the 240. Did you see the cat cam? Give me just a moment, y'all. I'm gonna go get that 240. Got this 240 here. There's a thermal paste on the CPU there. I'm gonna spread this paste out. Remember, guys, you can never put too much thermal paste. You can put too little, but you can't put too much. It's just not possible. Hey, technically, it's non-thermally conductive. Or not thermally conductive, electrically conductive. So, it wouldn't hurt anything. It would just look terrible to be covered in thermal paste. Also, probably be pretty expensive to put that much thermal paste on there. Alright, I smeared some around. Tis smeared. Let's open the RAM. This one is also clips. Alright. This one is also enough with the clips. Grab that. I'll put this up. Do not need the extra input mounting. That is one thing I don't understand. Is companies including a black cable extension, like a splitter, with white fan cables. Like, why? Why would you do that? Barracuda. Like the song? Nah, just a fish. Alright. Let's go ahead and clear the desk off a little bit. It's getting a bit crowded on here. Clean up a little as we go. Put away the RAM box. Storage box, we don't need any of those. Just throw those away. Cable extensions. Let's get those out now. And what we're going to do here is I want to show you guys a trick. I have showed it on stream before, but I will show it again. So, you got your 24 pin right here, right? There's a bunch of cable combs here. Small, big, etc. You get 4. At least 24 pin. Right? You don't need 4. Okay? You're only going to see just a little bit of the 24 pin cable sticking out of the case. Okay? So, that's all you're going to see. You only need the one of the 4 cables. So what do you do with the other 3? Well, that's just for the GPU. You're like, oh, the GPU doesn't have a 24 pin. No. There's 2 8s right next to each other. Do you want these running individually? No, you want them together. Let's watch this. You have the 24 pins. You clip them across the 2 8s. Right? You clip them across. Oh, there we go. Mic died. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the letting me know. But yeah, my mic died. I got two of them though. I'm gonna put this on charge. I'm so glad I accidentally ordered a 2-pack because these do not last that long. Correction, I didn't accidentally order a 2-pack. It was the same price. So I was like, well, I might as well get two then. So I got two. They also have the little fuzzball option, but I'm not outdoors, so I don't need the fuzzball option. All right. You guys didn't hear me, but I was saying I had a phone call, and while I was on the phone call, I remembered I have another one of the 360 ml water coolers coming in the mail, so I can use this one. I was gonna save it for the Ryzen 9, but it's fine. I have another one coming for the Ryzen 9 later. It'll be here by the time I'm ready to build the Ryzen 9, so I can use a 360 for both of these builds. So we are all good. I don't gotta use a 240. I'm using a 360. Here we go. I keep nudging the camera. That's not bad, y'all. Adorable. Just adorable. You guys can hear me now, right? It says it's on working. So they're fine. Alright. So, back and forth on using 240 or 360. We're going with 360. Okay, third fan wire is, oh, there it is. Third fan wire. All this. Alright, I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna speed up the build a little bit. I don't actually know what you just said. Oh, I Google translated it. Oh, sorry, I can't give away free PCs. If I had the money, I would love to. Would love to just give away free PC to just everyone. Just ask you how you want it custom. Just give it away. If I had like a bajillion dollars and nothing better to do, I would give out PCs all day long. It'd just be a Oprah. You get a PC. You get a PC. Is that Russian or Czechoslovakian? Or do they speak Russian there? I think it's Russian. I'm pretty sure it's Russian. It looks very Russian to me. Where are the clips? I just had them a minute ago. Oh, didn't I say I put them over here? Those are the mounting screws. I will need those. Where the hell did I put those in? I am confused. Oh, here they are. Got him. We're good. Oh, I know. I really hope you get it. I hope you get the 1080 Ti, man. It's really cool. I am installing the clips right now. In the cooler. This right here. Clip on either side. Oh, you keep getting the Barracuda. Like, what's his name? With the band. Heart, the band's, right? That's who sung Barracuda? The song? Barracuda. Got a fish burger. You gotta make filet. That's what you got. Unfortunately, YouTube says I can't play copyrighted music, so I can only play a little snippet. Yelled at me. It always yells about fucking copyrighted music. Crybaby YouTube. Alright, I'm gonna try to hurry up because I want you guys to see this build done before I have to end stream. I'm also not gonna like try to ignore chat or anything, but I am gonna try to hurry up. I can skip some of the cable management and just boot it up though, so you guys can see it. The non-dented case. We need more standoffs. The next stream will be tomorrow or the next day. I have a build I want to do on stream, and I think the part got delayed, so it might be the next day. But in the next 48 hours, there'll be another stream. Sometime around midday, EST. Oh, right. I was looking for the mounting stuff. It's right here. Maybe a little later than that. Maybe late midday. Because I do have to wait for the part to come, and they usually come a little later in the day. So it may be evening, to be honest. I just remembered it may be evening because I'm waiting on a part. It's kind of not going to be up to me. It's going to depend on shipping. What I'll try to do is what I did today on my TikTok. If you follow my TikTok, they added a new text thing where you can do like announcement text as a post, and I did that. So I let everyone know I was going to go live. I only let everyone know like 20 minutes beforehand, but I'll do it like earlier than that. I could probably do, like, I'll do a YouTube announcement too. I'll do like a YouTube notification thing. So you'll get, if you have my notifications on, the little post notification, the little bell next to the subscribe button, you'll see my community announcement things. Yeah, so the Discord, YouTube, or TikTok will know. Subsequently, also kind of Twitch. Where are the standoffs, by the way? Like you guys know. Where are they at? I thought they'd be in the packaging. Oh, they came in a separate package. Over here. Here they are. I found them. Came in a separate baggie. You got a koi fish. I like koi fish. They're nice. Alright, let's install these extra motherboard standoffs. Good to hear, Vessel. Always deserved. Always deserved. Give him all the pets in the world. My head's gonna block camera for a second. This is an awkward angle. Come on. I'm gonna have to hand thread to start the threads. I'll go in there with a screwdriver. Okay, we're good. It's in. The bottom wires. Cat mom, cat dog, you guys know. You were here for it. This is the same case I built in the other day. The bottom wires. I had to plug in all the wires at the bottom before installing the board because they get squished. They get squished. If you buy this case, only put a micro ATX motherboard in it. Do not put an ATX board in it. I'm putting one there because I can. Never had to torture myself enough. So just don't do it. It's not worth it. Boop. There you go. I gave him a nose boop for you. Alright, let's get all the wires ran to the bottom. Oh, they're all twist tied. Cutting twist ties. He does have a very boopable nose. Yeah, you should have no problem at all. Yeah. You type out a little bit there, but I know what you mean. That should be plenty for streaming. Alright, the cables are pulled out, cut. I'm gonna run these under the motherboard. Oh man. The USB 3.0 is at the bottom too. All the big wires are at the bottom. Damn it. This is not going well. I don't even know. I don't think I can put that in there. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay, so here's the dilemma right now. I'll show you. Oh, it's stuck. Okay. So I see this thick wire. See how thick that is? Well, this motherboard presses right up against the bottom of the case, so it's okay to pinch like thin little wires like this. This thin wire can go between the motherboard and the bottom of the case fine. I hiccuped. But this, nope. That, look at that. The thickness differences. This has to get plugged in at the bottom of the motherboard too. Do not want to run it from the left side over here, out, and then over and under and squeeze in. Hi Riley baby, how you doing? I got a wiggly puppy on me. Damn, this is unfortunate. No baby, don't whine. You're okay. Just kind of stuck. Hey, I got another Linus! Hell yeah, that's awesome! No, I got Linus again. Oh no! It's so terrible. 834 gold, that's a lot of gold. You can get up to 1,000. You got the Alienware PC. That's funny. If you look up worst gaming PC on YouTube, there's a video from Gamers Nexus of that exact Alienware, where he just absolutely trashes that model. Terribly made. So bad, so underclocked, so overheating that the i9 in it performs worse than an i7. They put a little tiny 120mm water cooler on an i9 and just couldn't handle it. Alienware was only good when they first came out. They have not been good for a very long time. They've been very garbage for a very long time. They only... Okay, their most recent one, their very, very most recent one is passable. The one that just came out. Because you can actually upgrade it. For the longest time, it's been extremely proprietary and terrible quality. But their most recent one is actually upgradable somehow. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze the motherboard in with the 24 or with the cable at the bottom. Be a very tight fit if I can get this in here. No, it's not looking good. Oh, I touched the thermal paste, damn it. Okay, it looks possible. Okay. Let's hook up all the other wires first, because we got lucky. So here's how we got lucky here. If you look, yeah, you can see it right here. There's a gap between the fans, right? See this this bump here, back up on the finger. We got lucky because the wire is too tall and hits. If it were right here, it would be too tall. But because the wire arches right here, it fits like horizontally or vertically, whatever direction you're looking at it from. But the other problem is it pinches under here. You can see that wire right there. The motherboard has to push against it really hard to line up these. I'm trying to see these holes here. So you have to push it down. Watch. You gotta push down really hard to line up the holes. So that wire is gonna be smushed, but it has a lot of insulation on it. I think it'll be fine, but it's gonna be very, very tight. So I gotta plug in all the wires along the bottom first, all along here, and then cram it down and tighten all the screws. That's the plan. God, I hate this case. It looks so nice and it was such a good deal, but man, does it suck to build in. Alright, let's start running those cables. Power button, power LED. I am going to be away for a minute here, just because the nature of working in this case, there is no good angle that I can just not being away. Appreciate the encouragement, Catmon, by the way. I can do it, it's just going to suck, and it's just going to suck. There's no way around it. Well, there's a way. I will make a way. Where's it a quote from? Quote from somewhere. I didn't come up with it. How is the back of my head? Didn't need another haircut. I got a 50-50. Waste of sand. Oh. Alright. that popped out. I gotta plug that back in. This is the cable for the RGB hub. It's an RGB and fan hub. And this is the main wire that comes off it. Plug it back in. Oh, I bumped Harley. Oh, no, I bumped the camera. He's fine. He's knocked the hell out. Hi, Riley. How you doing there, bud? Alright, that's plugged in.
What do you want to eat?
That's plugged in. Huh? Soon. Alright, we need a fan cable along the bottom here as well. And then we'll need an RGB connector. There is one along the bottom too, so I'm gonna hook that up too. That'll be every wire plugged in, and then we can wrench down the motherboard and hope we don't have to take it out again for any reason ever. Okay. I'll show you guys what I'm working with in a moment. That's what she said. Zip tie these. It's my only chance to zip tie this wire. Okay. Snip, snip. Now we line up the motherboard with everything as best as possible. And we hope for the best that we're able to wrench down on this to get it installed. Oh, thank God for that middle standoff. Okay. There's tension on the motherboard. Okay. Well, that's screwed. Hi, handsome. Don't be pouting over there because I'm not paying attention to you right now. If you want lovin's, Mom will give you plenty right now. Alright. Update. We got it in. Somewhat. These bottom screws are a bit awkward to screw in. Without cross-threading, of course. Yes, that is my cat on the top left. Sorry, just saw your message there. That's my cat. He's just hanging out. Oh, he sniffed my finger. Thanks. Yes, we did it. Oh, there's a little puppy nose there. Sniffing cat. Yeah, he decided to jump in my chair, and I figured I wasn't using my my camera nor this corner, so yeah. This is the second build. This is build 2. Case is much bigger. The other build's done. It's over there. Well, there's no windows installed on it, but I'll do that later. This one's much larger. It's 3070 build. Look how nice that looks. OG Strix. That would be so nonsensical to put 25090s in a build. Now, if you got the money, I'll do it. I don't care. It's a nice GPU in there. Wait till y'all see it light up. I'm gonna have to route this cable a little funny. Okay, I have an idea. Yep, I have an idea for these cables. I want them routed as neatly as possible, so I have a spot for them, but I gotta take the GPU bag out. Oh, there we go. Hey, I really appreciate that. So, unfortunately, the world is not fair, and there's people even more talented than me with no views at all. So, I'm grateful for what I have. Also grateful for having a half decent haircut, because it's going to be in the shot a lot and right in the damn way. Sorry about that. I'm probably going to get more cameras. I'm going to save up some more Amazon points and order some more cameras. So I can have multiple angles that I can just button press like this. Boop, boop, like that. I also just recently started streaming, so I don't expect a lot of views. I you know, not to be rude, I expected maybe just a couple more on YouTube, just because I have 12K subs. But I also do understand and realize that they do not transfer over to live viewers. Like subscribers and like live viewers, does not translate over. Also, a lot of my subs are from during COVID. I posted more then, and I got I got millions of views actually during COVID, because nobody could get their hands on computer parts, but I could, and people just really liked watching computer content, and people were stuck inside too. It's like YouTube views in general are just 10x. Oh yeah, and I'm grateful for every one of you guys in here. I really appreciate everyone who chats in here and everything. Especially the regulars. Cat Dad, Cat Mom, Love y'all. Y'all are great. I am going to end stream here soon. But what? Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna end stream here soon, but that was 10:30. Oh. All right, y'all. We want dinner. Yes. We will be playing Battlefield 6 with Blood later tonight. I'll be gaming with my wife. She streams. I'll be playing with her later tonight. But not on my stream. So, yeah. But oh, the wires are stuck. I need to make sure to see if it fits. Probably should have checked that clearance before even considering it. Oh, it fits. We're good. Put these clips on.
All up in his toes.
All up in his toe beans. That's my wife petting him. Oh, is he being sassy? Yeah, he's being sassy. He does it with everyone. When the customer's over buying a computer the other day, he was playing with him too. Alright, you guys, I would love to finish this, but I have to eat before my wife starts her stream, or I will die, because I've only eaten one meal today and I am dying on the inside. And it will become dying on the outside if I wait any longer. So, I hope you guys like this. It looks nice. There's no power cables, and this is not installed, so I cannot power it up yet. But, we're having Chinese. It's gonna be so good. They close soon, so I have to order before they close. We found a local one that's really good, and we've tried all of them, basically, in the area. This is our favorite one. Appreciate you guys coming around. Always do, every time. Your company is always appreciated. And I will be adding more tonight. So next stream there will be even more tech stuff on the thing. And hopefully, Vessel, hopefully you're able to get your 1080 Ti next stream. Unfortunately, I don't get to choose if you get it or not. And I'm not setting it any lower than Legendary, because it is Legendary. I hiccuped. It is Legendary and deserves to be there. So, we're not going to lower it just to get it. I have no idea how you got Linus twice, though.
Luck.
I had some crazy luck right there. Chugging some water right now. Yes, the next build I'm going to be doing on stream tomorrow or the next day. I'm waiting on some parts. I have plenty others that I could build. Like, the one I built in the first part of stream, I just real quick threw together. I have a lot of parts for like some budget builds. I'm trying to build more of like the higher end nice builds you guys like to see on stream. Cause I can pump out the budget builds all day, every day. The ones I started stream with, but that one's because I just wanted to do stream. But then this water cooler came in, and I was like, oh, I think that's probably all I needed. And then yeah, I just built this one. But yeah, I'll be building more on stream tomorrow or the next day. I'm gonna get some dinner, you guys. I really, really appreciate everyone who came today, and any day. But if you guys want to be in the loop of when I'm streaming next, notifications on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. I will be YouTube. I'll be posting on the announcements. I'll use the little announcement thing. I'll try to do it a couple hours beforehand. Talk to you later. in a couple hours, Kevin. But yeah, I'll try to let you guys know in advance whenever I'm gonna stream next, instead of just randomly starting it. Especially for the regulars, I know you guys like coming around and talking, and especially being there at the beginning of stream and not in the middle of it. But I know you guys get busy and shit. Have a good night, guys. I'm gonna go eat finally. See you later, guys.